Hello, Ash here. You may be aware I did a review a few years ago of the Factum Radioscape Observer Field Monitor, which is like the gadget I use to monitor DAB multiplexes. However, that's not the only way you can monitor them. I was on LinkedIn a couple of months ago and I saw Andy Mace talking about his new product that he's launched. This is not a paid review or anything like that, but he very kindly let me use his new product, which is DABifyInspect. And what you can do, I'm going to give you a little walkthrough in this video, but it's a great tool for monitoring DAB multiplexes. And it works in a web browser as well. Doesn't matter if you're on a tablet, whatever, phone. No software needed, just a browser. So it's good to go. When you log in, this is the page that you're greeted with here. So as you can see here, I've got the East Hampshire multiplex on screen. So you can see all of the services here. So we've got all of the basics. We've got the station name, the service ID, subchannel, language, program type, DLS there, the logo. This is as it's being transmitted. And then we've got the sound levels here. So where it's stereo, you can see a left and a right. Where it's a mono channel, for example, like on Angel or 60s, then obviously you only see one bar there. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but if you press the play button, it will just obviously play the audio. And then here you can see the audio characteristics themselves as well. Now, if there was classic DAB or MP2 DAB services, you can tab between them down here. And if there was any data service, again, you can select them there. So it's quite a nice screen just to have running there, just a little health check to see how things are going. If I click on the ensemble info tab there, so what you've got here is a snapshot of the actual multiplex as it's being broadcast right now. So it's just what you would see if you're on a website like Wonaut, for example. So you can see, you can hover over the sub channels. It tells you what they are there, the technical information. You can see the number of capacity units in use, what you have available. Obviously it's summertime here in the UK at the moment, so we have the 1 hour time offset, country code, blah blah blah, reconfig 701. By the way, we haven't really done 701 reconfigurations on East Hampshire. It's just we started with a pi number. And then yeah, just any kind of other useful information here and the services there, just kind of at a glance. Now we do have a couple of service links set up on East Hampshire actually for outreach radio, and again we can view those here. And again for the alternative frequencies as well, so like because it's on FM, for example, you can click on that, see the information there. Where it's on another multiplex, again you can just click on it and view the relevant info there. So it's really straightforward to use. And again, you've just got all of the links set out there by the service. We've got the messages tab here where there's any potential issues with the multiplex. We've got alerts. So see here, for example, there was a 16-second audio silence, but we can see that it's been resolved. If it was ongoing, obviously that would highlight it to us. You can click and expand the tab there for some more information there, so that's quite good. And also here you can filter by the kind of fault as well, which is quite handy. If I go to the statistics page, this is where you can see things like the multiplex repetition rates on here for whatever figs are being broadcast, so that's quite handy. One of my favourite features about DABifyInspect is the audio logger. So what it does is it records all of these stations that are being broadcast, and you can see they're recorded in 1 hour blocks here. I believe you can configure this to kind of record the stations in whatever kind of file length that you want, but what's currently recording is orange. And what I can do is I can scroll back through time, and if I want to see what's going on at Angel Gold at 1500 today, I can just click there and better pause it because I don't want a copyright strike, but it will start playing. If I want to, I can download the MP3 of the hour. I can download the metadata. So you see where these lines are here, you can see where the DLS has changed. So anyone who's got a radio and monitor account will kind of be familiar with this kind of layout here, which is quite handy. But yeah, you can just see all of the services on there. So it's kind of like a really good, it's a really good system. Radio Caroline on there. So yeah, where there's a change, you'll see the little bar there. Some stations just have static messages, and that's fine. Just doesn't, just won't highlight any changes there. So yeah, it's a really good tool here. Really, your only limit is the amount of capacity you've got to actually record all of these streams. Now, how DABifyInspect is actually getting these streams is from a direct EDI connection to the East Hampshire multiplex. But what Andy tells me is this software is compatible with one of the RTL DAB USB sticks. So it could be quite a handy tool for off-air monitoring. And you do get, as you might have seen from alerts there, it would monitor things like signal loss, kind of any RF issues as well, which is very, very useful. Just some other things of note, really. You have got the ability to set up alerts. You can have messages go out via email. I believe Telegram is supported. Oh, here you go. This is where I can change how long files are recorded for there. If I want to add any extra users, it's a really straightforward to use tool here. Just to show what it looks like on Portsmouth, actually, because it's me, it would be on Portsmouth, wasn't it? So I've got another tab running here, and again here you can see all of the services running on Portsmouth. In fact, one good little feature that it has is if you have a monitor perhaps at slow resolution, or you do broadcast a lot of services, because in Portsmouth I think we're broadcasting 25 at the moment, we have this compact view, so I can click on it here, and again if I just want to monitor the levels, we'll just see kind of this, if there's any kind of issues, then yeah, it's kind of a real handy at a glance way of looking at things. And again, it doesn't matter how many stations there are, they're all being logged here. I don't really tell anyone this, but for years I have been logging the output from the Portsmouth multiplex. It goes to a Dropbox account that I have where I record the mux in 1 hour ETI files. So if there are any issues, I can play back and see or listen to what's gone on with the multiplex. But the great thing with this tool here, of course, is that it does it in such a user-friendly way. You can literally click on a station and play back the audio. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant tool. Like I say, this is not a paid review or anything like that, but if you're in the market for something that you want to run on a web browser, this is so easy to use. And I'm sure if you speak to Andy, he'll be happy to help you. If you've got any questions about my experience though, please ask in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye.